No team like a motion team.
Any North Carolina artists you feel like made an impact on the music scenery?
What you mean, like as of right this second, or you mean like just as a
Like
whole?
over the last few years.
I mean, it depends. Like if you talking like
That like they came in the game, you feel like it helped North Carolina reach.
you got a lot of people like I always go back to like the '83 babies. I really like that movement that they originally had.
Yeah.
You know, but even now, you know, in the individual routes of what, you know, life might have took them or whatever they went through.
Yeah.
You know, I like their music individually. I love that Durham sound. Is gritty. Is gangster, and you know it's you could tell it's from the struggle for real. It's not fake. It's not fabricated. Like these niggas really going through it. And I really can, I like that type of shit. It really resonate because it's from the heart. And a lot of my shit be from the heart. So I say, you know, a lot of them, you know, like the Set It Offs, you know, like Tusi, I feel like, even though he kind of claims his other state, you know, I feel like he influenced a lot here, whether, you know, he knows it or cares about it.
Yeah.
You know, the baby, I feel like he came in and inspired niggas. Like,
yeah, that's a
he
fact,
inspired us. Like, all of us felt like we could get signed when the baby came out. Because not only did he get signed, he took North Carolina niggas with him, and he's pulling up to your hood. He's doing features like that. He inspired so many niggas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that'd be my top right there. I say from the city that really made an impact.
You know that's a fact, man. That's good though.
Mm-hmm.
What you saying that? Do you feel like? Cause your music do the same though, and let's not get that wrong.
For sure.
Definitely make sure you put your name on it.
Yeah, I definitely say that myself. You know, if we talking about just like my area, if we talking a little different, like my area, you know, people that are more in our age group, I feel like I feel like myself, I set the foundation for a lot of shit, and sometimes it gets overlooked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, you know, long before there was a raw wave or any of that shit, man. We've been doing the pain music. We've been doing the real life. Like, we were doing that shit, bro. So it was kind of like, when you, at this age, being the first one to do it in that area, I got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they know he was the first one. And if you know, you know. You know, at least for that group. It's a lot of niggas now that got a different kind of wave, a different kind of sound, you know. But for sure. And I show love to them, too. When they see me, they... What's up, Kane? And I show love too. If it's a feature you want, we can work it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good too, though.
Yeah.
Anything you would tell your younger self?
My younger self? Anything I tell my... There's no regrets, I'm not going to say, but I definitely would have told myself, never slow up, like, never stop, always stay consistent, you know, because those times you take your break, you kind of lose a little bit of your momentum, you lose some of your wave. And I feel like I spent a lot of time rebuilding myself. And I wouldn't have to do that if I would have just had a solid foundation from the start. That solid foundation, you got to, you know what I'm saying? So that if you ever fall, you never fall all the way. Yeah. And I feel like I have a good foundation. I didn't fall all the way, but I have been further in, you know what I'm saying, to where I felt it at least, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, so I would just tell myself to just stay more consistent and stay focused and never ease up. Stand on their motherfucking neck.
That's a fact.
That's it.
So moving forward, like, what's in the books for you?
More music. A lot of visuals, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, merch coming. I know everybody be asking me, y'all steady asking me when I'm gonna drop some merch. I'm gonna drop some merch and it's gonna be different than the usual. You know, I like to kind of put that shit on a little different. You know, we came in low key today, but it's cold, you know, just vibing.
Yeah,
but when we put that shit on, we show them how the big niggas really do this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this shit, you know, they be thinking big niggas can't put that shit on, but and a nigga got presence. So when I walk in there, you may think your hoe ain't on that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? While you looking that way, she looking at this, and she trying to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
Facts, So, like, right now in this time period, with that last song y'all just dropped, y'all got a date on that?
You know, it's crazy. I'm thinking we're gonna drop it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them. We're gonna drop it next week. We're gonna drop it next week. We're gonna drop it next week.
Yeah, all right, that's a bet, man. So, how is your, like, promotion? Like,
my promotion?
Yeah.
What you mean? Like, what you mean?
Like what you feel like? You feel aspect? You feel like it's good to get your music on like the streaming channels, the reaction channels.
Yeah, because you want to monetize everything. Everything's $1 as long as you know how to go get those dollars.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For sure. For sure, it's money in limbo that niggas probably don't even really know about just because you don't have the right paperwork. You don't know where to go access that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But promotion wise, it's not the same. Like you know how back in the day niggas would print up CDs and go do it like that. It's a little different now. You really gotta get in tune like your social media, your analytics, and really follow all that shit. Or just hire somebody and kind of just learn together, something like that. As for myself, that's kind of what I got going on right now. I'm kind of like on the front line, but I would like to bring somebody in if they want to come fuck with me, like come talk and let's do some business.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I see when it comes to your visuals, they all be like fire. A lot. Like, what made you be like, when it comes to visuals, you don't play no games? Like, do you be on the directing port while you...
Always. I direct so much. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm 100% of the director of the whole thing, but I'm in his ear the whole time. Because, I used to shoot videos too, like, full time, So I can I have an eye for that shit. I know. I'm like, nah, I need you to tilt that camera a little different, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of those things. And, I just kind of always set a standard. Like, I don't play around with this shit. I want niggas to know I never was half-stepping. You know what I'm saying? I always gave my all. And you don't have to be the richest nigga to make shit happen. And I show that shit time and time again because we get it how we get it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And we gonna make it happen.
All right, what you saying that? How did you get into the film and stuff?
I'm sorry, you said it one time?
Like doing videos and stuff.
Oh, how I get into videos? Man, I was broke, man. I was broke. I couldn't afford the videos, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do this shit, shoot my videos. But I never thought about it. You gotta have somebody hold the fucking camera.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ended up not shooting my own shit, and I just, locked in with everybody else. And man, I got more doors with that camera than I did with my music. So now I'm starting to see like the residuals of that shit. Like certain niggas I can tap in with just because I met them through being the video man.
Yeah, that's good for real, though, man. What was you going by then?
No, it's always been 919 Cane, but I did start off as Ice Cane. That was some little kid shit. That was some different shit. But 919 Cane for sure. And I'm thinking about dropping the 919. There's still love for the 919, but we grow and we evolve and never be scared to grow and evolve and change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because I ain't gonna lie. Now, we ain't really got like the receipts unless we go back to like SoundCloud, but I ain't gonna, I support everybody with the 919, but I feel like I kind of started that shit with the name shit, and I kind of stand on that. I did kind of start with the 919 before a lot of people, and but I support everybody that's 919 because this is what it is.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like nobody bit my shit, nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. But I am just saying on the record, I feel like we can go back to them old videos and them old SoundClouds, and I could show y'all when I put the 919 in my name. And I feel like I kind of started that,
That's a fact.
No team like a motion team.